Here we go again then.
Hallo, guten Tag, but soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. One cause of desertification is overcultivation. The value of sine 30 equals a half thanks to Paulo and Louis Pasteur published germ theory in 1861. They are all useless facts for you and me because I never have to think about any of those exams ever again.
Well done for doing your exams, Elliot. Well, you've only started them, haven't you? And that was some random facts there, weren't they?
Yeah, from an array of subjects.
Well, tell you what random fact or random subject from everyday life are we going to be talking about today?
We're talking about your friend and mine, parkrun.
Yeah, parkrun milestones, folks. Episode 37.
Wow.
And we have a very special guest coming up. So, yeah, enough of us waffling. Let's get straight to it. So here we go. Welcome, Sean Dunn, aka Chip. And right, how's it going?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Very good.
Well, actually, Sean, this is your third time on here. Now, your first one was your famous Le Jog.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Where you went from Land's End to John O'Groats. September 2024, we did that podcast.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you did the classic episode 13 with Bart. With the Great British Cuppa.
That's right, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
You can beat a good old cup of tea, can you? So.
No, exactly. But I'll tell you what we're doing today, of course, is parkrun milestones. Now, firstly, people might be listening to this, or the one listener, and thinking, what is a parkrun? So, basically, I'll quickly say, folks, parkrun is a free, weekly, community-based 5K event takes place every Saturday morning in parks and open spaces worldwide at 9 a.m. Participants can walk, jog, run or volunteer with no time limit and no one finishing last due to designated tail walker volunteers. So, Sean, you have had a major parkrun milestone, haven't you?
I have indeed, yeah.
Well, can you tell us how many?
So I have just reached my 500 parkrun milestone.
That is amazing. Yeah, a few people clapping outside. Listen to that. Yes, mate. Well, that's amazing. Your 500th.
Indeed, yeah.
Now, where did you do your 500th parkrun?
Well, I wanted my 500 milestone parkrun somewhere memorable. So I went off to Japan in the city of Osaka.
Wow.
I did my 500th parkrun there.
So, was that like planned? Did you plan to do it at that location? Had you planned it for a while, or did it just come to you pretty much?
Yeah, I sort of had it planned, sort of like since November, really, last year. Got it all booked in, and then from then I kind of knew my 500th parkrun would be out there somewhere.
Cool. That must have been a very special occasion, and of course you've already got 500 t-shirt, haven't you?
I have. I actually ordered my 500 t-shirt 12 minutes after getting my result through.
Wow.
I was wasting no time. And I was actually sat on the bullet train going from Osaka to Tokyo when I ordered it.
Cool. That's amazing. I mean, that's what we strive for, isn't it? Those milestone t-shirts.
Well, yeah. They used to be free, but you have to pay for them now. Yeah,
and of course, Sean's sitting here today with his hoodie, 250 milestone hoodie on.
Oh, yeah, this is a 250 volunteer milestone hoodie.
Yes.
Because obviously I'm an event director for Junior Parkrun on a Sunday.
Yes, definitely. Well, that's a good one. I mean, with your 500, I mean, that's a massive achievement, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's 10 years of running. So if you run every week for 10 years straight, that's how long it would take you to get 500.
Yeah.
But obviously it took a bit more than that because the pandemic was thrown in.
Yeah.
And, and a few weekends where I couldn't do parkrun because of work and all that. So it ended up taking 13 years in the end.
It's amazing. So, and of course, it does become a bit of an addiction as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
The actual parkrun. I mean, you're someone who pretty much does it every week, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So if you missed one on a Saturday, would you sort of notice? Would you feel it? Would you think, oh, dear, I've missed a parkrun? Would it make you feel a bit different than a normal Saturday?
Absolutely. So last summer we went for to a non-parkrun country for a holiday,
Right.
which I will never do again. We went to Tenerife, and they obviously don't have parkrun in Spain. So I woke up on a Saturday morning just thinking about that I should be at parkrun, even though I was on a family holiday, and my family thought I was crazy, but I was actually like shaking.
Yeah, she's shaking. I know. That's the thing, isn't it? You do get addicted to it, and if you miss one, you think, oh no, that could be another credit, a volunteer credit or a parkrun credit that we could have got. Because with the milestones themselves, if no one knows, obviously it starts with 10, the junior. It goes to your 25, either volunteer or running, then 50, and then of course your 100, your 250, 500. So you're obviously next milestone. Are you thinking about it? Because you've got to do it all again.
Well, actually, so the next milestone, as it stands, is 1,000.
Yes.
Which will be in 10 years' time. But I have heard behind the scenes, being an event director for Junior Parkrun,
Yeah.
speaks for ambassadors and things, people like that. I have heard they will be bringing a 750 milestone.
Yeah, so they should.
In the near future.
So they should.
They're just
Yeah,
arguing
definitely.
about what colour it's going to be.
Yes, that's the thing, isn't it? Because when we said that the other day, they're sort of running out of the basic sort of colours. Have you got a favourite milestone T-shirt?
Well, it's got to be the blue one, the 500.
Yeah, that's a nice colour. I quite like the 25 one, the sort of the purple one. I like that one. I'm not so keen on the 100 with the black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but because that's always a little bit dark. I sort of wear like navy blue shorts, whatever, and I always look sort of quite dark. But that's still good though. That's just great getting those milestones and reaching them, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they soon come round quicker than you think.
Yes, they do. And of course, with the milestones, you're one who is into parkrun tourism, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
What is parkrun tourism?
Well, obviously, there's parkruns all over the world. In fact, 24 countries now host parkrun. Obviously, the biggest country being us in the UK, but it's also big in other places. And it just started off sort of like I just got bored of doing the same location every week, so I was just running Galston. There's nothing against Galston, but I was running Galston for the sake of running Galston. It's still nice to go back on the odd occasion. But I ran there 165 times, and I decided to venture out. So if I went to Fritton Lake, Thetford, and I was like, well, I quite like doing these different courses. And then it went from there, really. I just kept going to my NENDIes, which stands for Nearest Event Not Yet Done.
Yep. And
I just kept doing that, and the next thing I knew, pretty much cleared all of the east of England.
That's amazing, because, with your, before your jog, you had completed all 92 Football League grounds in England, hadn't you? So that was a massive challenge. Obviously, we went to see the last one with you before you completed that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a parkrun that day as well.
And then, of course, you went to the jog. And now, with your parkrun tourism, you have done a lot of locations, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done 269 locations.
Wow.
And there is a most events table for that, at number 384.
That is pretty good. And, of course, it's like the grounds as well, isn't it? With the grounds, you often have a new one that comes up, or a club gets a new stadium. So you've got to do that one again, that ground again. But with parkruns, it's often a new one.
Yeah.
In a certain area,
you pretty much get a new one somewhere every week in the UK.
Yeah, yeah. And
up.
even in your local area, even like in Norfolk, you've had some new ones to do, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've cleared Norfolk and Suffolk now. But there will be a new one coming up in the summer at the Norfolk Showground.
Oh, okay.
So I've got to keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah. And, because you're often out early doors, aren't you, on a Saturday travelling?
Yes, as it stands, my nearest event not yet done is over 2 hours. So
right.
I have to leave pretty early to get there, or I'd stay the night before.
And, of course, with your job as well, you can coincide that, can't you?
Oh, yeah, I coincide with the job quite a lot, especially do it on the company's expense.
Yeah.
they don't need to know why I booked an extra night on a Friday.
No.
They can ask, and I'll just say, I've got some extra work to do, and they're fine with it.
So, yeah, and then that becomes an addiction for you as well, doesn't it? Going to that different parkrun. And I mean, I've done a few of you now as well, haven't I? A few locations. I know obviously Wrexham stands out. We did Malden and we did the one in Ipswich a few weeks ago, didn't we? So there's been quite a few over the past few years, isn't there?
Yeah, we've certainly done a few together. Quite a lot, I'm going to say. We have done 54.
54?
Park runs together.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's on the app, isn't it?
That's what you can find all that out on the app, the Parkrun app.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just, you can find out pretty much any sort of stats you want, really. And we've run 54 times together.
Cool. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And of course, with those apps, yeah, with that Parkrun app, you can find out pretty much anything you want on that, can't you? Because there's a Parkrun one itself, what you log into or what you sign up to. Then there's that new sort of separate one, isn't there, as well?
Mm.
Which,
there's 2 or 3 apps out there.
Yeah. So I've found that one, the sort of new one, that I was told about it for a few months ago, but there's sort of, you can get loads and loads of different, like, info on that about your previous park runs and everything like that. So that's pretty good going.
Yeah, you can find out anything, really, anything to do with park run.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, shall we have a quick... normally, evening Elliot, normally Elliot does these are classic random facts. Shall we have a quick random fact?
Go for it.
We'll have a park run random fact, folks. Here we go. Well, there are over 1,400 park run events in the UK, with more locations being added all the time. And park run started in 2004 at Bushy Park in London. This inaugural event had literally just 13 runners and 5 volunteers.
Yep, and those 12 runners, because one of them's passed away, unfortunately, they're all in possession of a golden barcode. They're the only 12 people that have that golden barcode from the inaugural event.
Wow. Well, there you go. A little extra to that random fact there. Little golden nugget, literally. So, yeah, well, excellent stuff there. And, of course, you've done Bushy Park, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done that location yet, but I would like to. Perhaps I could do it. A lot of people do use that one for a milestone, don't they?
Yeah, it's definitely worth doing at some point because it's a pilgrimage, so where it all began.
Yes.
As well, and the start of it, describe it as like a scene out of a Game of Thrones or battle movie. Everyone's just running at the same time, like 2,000 people. Just like surreal, just crazy to look at. Cool.
And is that their like average there, do you reckon?
They average around 1,500 every week.
That's a lot of runners, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Because like every park run, obviously, has a different amount of people. Like Great Yarmouth, obviously, is around sort of average 60 maybe. And then Galston, maybe about 400. Around that, so, but yeah, Bushy Park, that's a massive amount.
Absolutely.
So it all just depends what way to go. With our local one here, obviously, Great Yarmouth, North Beach Park Run, we do get a lot of tourists. Do that. It's always a very popular one. Always supposed to be the hardest or the toughest one in the UK.
So that one's the slowest park run in the UK, and that attracts a few tourists because it's right on the bottom of the hardest park run list.
Yes.
And, every week at that event, probably 80% tourists to 20% locals.
Yes, probably is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's been good because the past couple of Christmases or sometimes Christmas, that is the only one in the area. What's on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
So obviously there's been like record attendances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't beat Christmas Day extra park run.
No. And of course the extra one, Sean, right? You've done a couple of extra ones this year, haven't you?
Yeah, so every country, parkrun country, has an extra parkrun day. And obviously I've just done one in Japan, Greenery Day, which was last Monday. Futu Tamad Goawa, which is their original, their pioneer event. And every country has a extra day. So the Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, they have Ascension Day. Which they all have an extra day at the same day. Got Unity Day in Germany. And you've got all sorts. Thanksgiving Day in the USA, Canada Day.
That's amazing. Of course, with all these, you've tried to get that extra day in, haven't you? Or to try and get an
Yeah.
extra one on the list or off the list.
Yeah.
Is there any more this year? Obviously, you know, we're only May now. Is there any others that you've got in mind to go to, or you're going to keep it quiet until you go? Because I didn't know you were going to do Lithuania. That was quite.
Oh
funny.
yeah. The Lithuania Extra Day.
Yeah.
It was their first one this year.
Right. Really cool.
So that was to celebrate their Freedom Day.
Yeah.
From whatever, and then Netherlands have got one on Whit Monday, which I might be going to.
And of course, in the UK, our extra day is Christmas Day, isn't it?
Yeah, our extra day is Christmas Day, and of course we've got New Year's Day as well.
Yeah.
Which is extra day for everyone in any country that wants it.
That's always quite good, isn't it? You can get a few, like in the space of a week, or you can get 3 done possibly in a week, can't you? Which is
I
pretty
mean, one thing, unfortunately it stopped now, but you used to be able to do a New Year's Day double. You could start at 9 a.m. and do one run, and then another event would be on a few miles away for the New Year's Day double, and another time like 10 or 11. But unfortunately, parkrun stopped it because it was getting too much for the event teams.
Yeah.
And people just swarming and speeding from one to another.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So they decided not to do it anymore.
And so it can be a bit hard as well for to get like the volunteers as well, can't it? So of course you volunteer as well, don't you?
Yeah, I volunteer as well, mainly at juniors on a Sunday because it's a good sociable. Bring on the next generation.
How many have you done now? What is your next milestone? What milestone have you achieved with your volunteers?
So I've done 350 as it stands.
Okay, that's pretty good going.
Yeah, so another 150.
And that's so you sort of do your main one on Saturday, and then you do the junior parkrun on the Sunday for your volunteering.
I do indeed, yeah.
Well, so it's pretty good going, isn't it?
Keep going.
Yeah, like obviously you got like the walk jog around the parkrun, and of course the volunteering is just as good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, good thing about parkrun is very inclusive.
Yeah,
you can just walk the whole thing, or you could run the whole thing in 16 minutes if you're fast.
Yeah. And of course, if you do the tail walking, take the tail walking option. That's a double credit, isn't it? You get a volunteer credit.
If you've got any injuries,
parkrun credit. Yeah,
that volunteer role is pretty handy.
Yes.
Walker.
Now, we've both had our fair share of injuries as well, haven't we? Especially you sort of lately. I've had a few as well. So, yeah, it has been handy sometimes. Right, not going to walk it, not going to run it or anything. Just going to marshal. Nice, easy little shift on a Saturday, cheering it round the participants. And then before you head home. But that's quite a handy one sometimes.
The options are endless.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we missed the bell there. Yeah. The options are endless. Hey! So, with all the parkruns you've done, now sorry about can you remember when we did your first one? How this all started?
My first parkrun?
Yeah.
My first parkrun was at Goulston Cliffs.
Right.
In September 2013.
2013, okay. So a good 13 years ago.
Someone said to me, have you heard of parkrun? I was like, no, what's that? I'll come down and give it a try. You might enjoy it. And I ended up going every week and trying to beat my own time, which I did most weeks. And then as you got a bit older, the injuries started piling up.
Yeah.
And now you just get round the course any way you can possible.
That's true, yeah. And you go from like a nice quick time when you started off, don't you? Like, and then like, well, your times used to be, they were pretty quick, weren't they? But
yeah.
If you've got like a record, your fastest parkrun, your fastest 5K.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes and 51 seconds.
Wow, that's pretty good going. That was at Goulston?
That was at Goulston, yeah.
Yeah, I think my parkrun 5K is about 24, just over 24 minutes. Yeah. That's at Goulston as well.
Yeah, it was a fast course, so definitely.
I couldn't do that now.
Oh, absolutely not.
But yeah, we're just happy to get around now, aren't we?
We are, yeah, absolutely.
Even hobbling or whatever. I mean, I've just come back from a bad like stress fracture or a shin bone to Kings Lynn parkrun on Saturday. It took about 40 minutes, a bit of walking, like jogging, but yeah, it's not about times, is it?
Well, as you know, I've got a bit of a bad knee injury, which almost a year in the making, and it took me about 40 minutes in Nottingham.
Yeah.
On Saturday as well. So
yeah, it's just about taking part in it. We're not fussed about times. You sort of might be when you start out running or whatever. Some people do seem a little bit obsessed. Maybe do you reckon they're sort of constantly looking at their watches? And
yeah, but that's what it's for. You got the elites there. You got people there for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah,
you got the elites, and you got the ones at the back that are just recovering from something.
So it's literally for everyone.
It's everyone, yeah.
However you want to take it, apart from if you want to take it seriously, not seriously, if you want to do it for a bit of fun or just to keep fit or a social thing, it's for everyone, isn't it? It's
there's no judgment whatsoever.
Community-based event. So with the parkrun highlights or parkrun, with the milestones, have you got any say for instance your 100th milestone? Where did you do that one? Can you remember?
Yeah, that was at Galston.
Yeah.
So at that time, I wasn't touring yet.
No.
So pretty much the first 150 at least.
You probably got to 100 then, probably fairly quickly, didn't you? What, a couple of years, maybe just over 2 years?
Yeah, just over 2 years.
Yeah. You can get to them sort of fairly. You have to do them pretty much every week, though, don't you?
Yeah.
It's pretty much like 4 credits a month. Get to your milestones, isn't it?
Yeah.
And of course, you're wearing the optional 250 hoodie, milestone hoodie.
Yeah, I do wear this quite a lot because it's easy to.
Yeah, that's quite a smart one, isn't it? Now with the milestones, I mean, I just think that's always spurred me on to do them. You sort of think, say, like you're on 70, like park runs, and you think, I've got the big 100, I've got the big 100 looming, and so it just spurs you on to keep on going because when you get to 100, you can send away for the T-shirt or the little badge, and you can get a little post from your local park run saying you've done 100, and then that's a big sort of achievement just to reach it, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So does that spur you on as well with the milestones, or is it more just a straight addiction just to doing them?
I'd say at first. Getting to the milestones was an achievement, but obviously between 250 and 500, it's so long. It just seemed forever to get there.
Yeah.
Now it's your obsession, I'd say.
Yeah, it's probably the best bet, definitely. And well, thankfully for you, there could be a milestone then in between the 500 and the 1,000, because we'll probably mention him later when we do some comments, but Tony from Great Yarmouth Park Run, he recently did his 500th as well, didn't he? So we were all saying same again to get to your 1,000. That must be, I'm pleased about that, 750, but it could be a bit despondent, couldn't it? Thinking, I've got to do the same again all those years. Exactly the same again, just to get to 1,000.
Exactly.
630, 631, and you're miles away from anything.
A long time. 10 years.
That's a long old stint, isn't it? That's a long old stint. Yeah. So if you got to 1,000, do you reckon you'd say, right, that's it, I'm retiring? Or would you carry on? Well, you age-wise, you'd be fine. I suppose it depends on injuries, doesn't it? I mean, I have always wondered that with people in general. When you sort of get older, is there a certain amount you're going to strive to get to, or you're just going to stop?
Yeah, I mean, imagine by the time I get to 1,000, there'll be at least 3,000 to 4,000 people there already, because I was a 4,000, 100th and something person to get to 500.
That's pretty good going.
So, but the first ever park runner to run 1,000 park runs will actually be in 3 weeks' time.
Cool. Amazing.
Yeah.
And he'll be the first one to ever reach that milestone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we will hear about that on the Park Run social media pages.
Yeah, we will do. I'm sure we will.
Definitely. Yep. Yes. And well, we're heading towards the end of your little section, Sean. We've got coming up after you, of course. We're going to be chatting. Elliot will be back briefly. He'll be chatting about his milestone. I'll be chatting about mine. I'll have a few comments from other people's milestones.
Yeah,
have you got any is there any highlights? Is there anything that really stands out in your 500 plus now? Done over 500 now. In all those park runs, is there anything that stands out? Or you got any highlights?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's loads of highlights really. I mean, Bushy Park in London, doing that one on my 300th park run. Even though it's not the official milestone, but I remember it.
Yeah, because as you say, we've got the official ones, but we've got the unofficial ones as well.
Exactly.
Like 150 or 200. There isn't an official milestone for 200. It's 100, then straight to 250, isn't it? Then 500. Right. So, yeah, you can have your own separate unofficial ones.
Yeah, you can make it what you like, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Eden Project, just seeing that for the first time on a parkrun course.
Yep.
Of course, getting for free afterwards, it still stands.
I've got a few, a little parkrun bucket list, because as we said earlier, and around the fact there's like over 1,400 locations, and if you're out there and you want to start, just literally Google your local parkrun and go down there. But there's some amazing locations.
Oh yeah,
which you have probably seen. I have always wanted to do Land's End.
Yeah,
I know you've done that.
Yeah,
and the Eden Project as well. And I was told about one a few weeks back, Fountains Abbey in Yorkshire. Yeah. I want to do that one as well. That's supposed to be a lovely parkrun. Yeah, that's been voted as the #1 most picturesque. Has it? Beautiful parkrun. Have you done that one yet? I haven't, no. Ooh. No. Okay. Yeah. Well, you've pretty much done most of them, especially East Anglia area and a lot further afield as well. There are some amazing locations. And of course, you can have a little like mini weekend away, can't you? Or something like that. I remember when we went to Cornwall like 2 or 3 years ago, we stayed near like Fleet Services, and then early in the morning I did Tidworth Park Run, which is near Salisbury, and then carried on the journey. So with a holiday with your family or a weekend away or whatever, you can quickly get a park running, can't you? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I think you've done that quite a few times, haven't you? Yeah. You've coincided little trips away with Caroline or the family. Yeah, I'm going to pretend I'm taking them on holiday, but really, deep inside, quickly look park run map and see where we can go. Yeah, quickly banging out a park run. And yeah, as you say, you do feel as though you lose out, don't you? And I reckon if you're, I've been thinking about that as well, but of course, sometimes on a journey back, if you're on holiday, it can be a little bit tough to go to a park run, really, I guess, if it's a bit like further out. If you're out and you're quite away from a park run, you've got to be out of a place by, say, 10 a.m. It's going to be a bit tricky. But, yeah, it's all part and parcel of sort of finding where. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add about park runs or your park run journey? No, just enjoy it, and good luck getting to your next milestones. Yes, definitely. Well, Sean, I'll tell you what, congratulations on your 500th. Thank you. Amazing achievement. And thanks for coming on. Thanks for having me once again for the third time. A hat trick of appearances now. Yeah. And yeah, we will see you maybe for your 750th milestone. Yeah, see you then. We'll do. Well then, look, nice one, Sean. We'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Well, listener, we're going to go for a word now from our sponsors. Are you a teenager?
Bored in the evenings?
Well, be bored no more with Casey Youth Club.
What, the Hangout?
Yes, the Hangout. When is it?
Every Thursday, 6 till 7:30pm.
Where is it?
The Community Spoon, Caistor-on-Sea.
The Youth Club for teenagers.
What, the Hangout?
Yes, the Hangout. Check out Casey Youth Club on Facebook. Welcome back to part 2. I'm with Elliot and we are actually live, yes, live at a park run. We're at Brundall Park Run in Norfolk. What do you think of that one, Elliot?
I thought it was really nice. Nice course, nice weather for it, nice bit of wildlife.
Exactly. Before we'd add another live bit in, because you seem to enjoy our live at the car boot little episodes we had literally added in, yeah. It's a lovely morning for it, isn't it?
Yeah, we take the feedback from our listener.
Definitely we do. And tell you what, milestones, your milestone, Elliot. Number 25, you're wearing your nice 25 t-shirt.
Yeah.
You hit that last year, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, 25.
I think it was at Great Yarmouth as well, wasn't it?
I think so. Had to be.
And you're sort of striving well. You've done over 30 now, haven't you?
Yes, 33 today.
That's pretty good going.
Aiming for 50 now.
And of course me. Well, this is
over 160 now, and I did my 100th park run, 100th milestone, in 2024 at Great Yarmouth, and it was Star Wars Day. It was May the 4th. So, of course, May the 4th be with you. I dressed up as Luke Skywalker.
Classic.
And ran Great Yarmouth on my 100th.
Couldn't have it any better.
And also hit my 100th volunteer earlier this year. So, yeah, I'm on about 106 volunteers. Okay, guys, we've got a few comments live. We're still live, yep. We're still live at Brundall, Carl. We've got Elliot's mother here looking anxiously on, thinking, hurry up. Anyway, yeah, we've got some comments. We'll kick off with Trevor Rawson. Evening, Trevor. Afternoon, Trevor.
Good morning, good night.
Elliot, how many park runs do you reckon Trevor's done?
It's going to be up there, isn't it?
Yes,
it's going to be up there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Trevor, he taught me that park run is all in small casing because it's a trademark. So I always remember. Trevor is very knowledgeable. He's actually done 337 park runs.
Wow.
54 locations. And 536 volunteer credits.
Crikey.
So he hit his 500 volunteer credits last year. He says another 4 years park running and 9 years volunteering to his next milestone.
Wow.
So he doesn't feel particularly motivated towards that. I mean,
that's understandable.
In your 10 years, Elliot, have you got any advice for Trevor?
Just keep going. Have that goal in the back of your mind. Maybe not the front, because it might take a while. But
exactly.
Strive towards it.
And we've next up live at Brundall Park Run, we've got Danny Godbolt. Evening, Danny. Afternoon, Danny.
Good morning. Good night.
How many do you reckon Danny's done?
Oh, again, couple of hundred maybe. Feels like.
Danny recently hit his 250th park run.
Wow.
On Easter weekend.
Well done, Danny.
And in 2025, he did 50 park runs.
Wow.
That's pretty good going, isn't it?
That is
now,
good going.
We've got your mother standing over there.
We do.
She's got a unique park run milestone of 1
and a half.
1, yep. She said she's only ever done one. She didn't enjoy it and prefers walking on her own. That's fair enough. I mean, it's not for everyone. I mean, she gave it another go on the second one. To be fair to her, it was awful weather at the time. It was absolutely horrendous.
Worst park run ever.
It goes down quite legendary. Trevor often has a little nod onto that about how windy and rainy it was. Enough to put off any first timer for life, really, especially on North Beach, all the wind and the rain.
Chose the worst day possible.
But she did it. That's a unique milestone in itself, the number one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Josie BW, our listener.
Our listener. Hello, listener.
All the way from France.
Good morning. Good
well,
afternoon,
before she moved, before she legged it over to France, she had managed 20 different park runs. Have a guess how many she'd done. No, hold on, I'll save that one for a minute. She'd done 75 park runs. So she'd obviously hit her 25 and 50 milestones. And have a guess how many volunteering credits Josie BW got.
All right, I'm going to say it's more than that. Again, couple of hundred, it seems.
She came agonisingly close. She got 98 volunteer milestones before moving.
Right.
So she's just too short from 100. But at the moment in France, there are no park runs. There's a lot of legal issues regarding health regulations and getting medical certificates. So there's a lot of red tape involved. So at the moment, there is no park runs in France for Josie to continue. And I think before, her nearest one was over 100 miles away anyway.
Wow, no safe.
So at the moment, Josie is stuck on 98. Okay. But, who knows? And Jasmine Dunn. Evening, Jasmine.
Good morning.
Afternoon, Jasmine. Of course, Jasmine is on the front cover. She has done 104 park runs in 43 locations and 93 volunteer credits.
Excellent. Nearly there.
Now, she's done a lot of the junior park runs. Junior park runs are on a Sunday morning.
Sunday.
Yeah. She has done 126 junior park runs.
Wow.
Speaking of juniors, we met two people, didn't we, Elliot?
Yes, we did.
So a big shout out to...
I Am Teddy.
Definitely, I Am Teddy, bit of a legendary runner at his tender years of 12.
Yeah.
And his dad.
Damon.
So hello you two. It was nice to meet you both. And, hold on a second. And Teddy's got a YouTube channel, hasn't he?
Yes. Teddy, his YouTube channel is I Am Teddy. It speaks for itself, really.
Yeah, and he's done many 5Ks, over 100 5Ks. I think his dad said about 70-odd park runs and, of course, many junior park runs. So, well done, Teddy. Nice to meet you too. Now, we are finishing to the end now. We've got a big one. Anthony Harris. I'll try and go through this one quickly. Of course, the legendary Tony at Great Yarmouth. He's often either tail walking or walking. And Tony, he's 70. He lives in Great Yarmouth, and he achieved his 500th milestone last year at Great Yarmouth.
Well done, Tony.
And there is a video of that actually on my YouTube channel where if you're listening to this on YouTube, just go on videos and scroll down to Tony's 500th parkrun. And there's a video of that, so you can see him, a little interview at the end. But anyway, he achieved that last year. And before that, he'd only ever ran at Galston Cliffs and Great Yarmouth North Beach, which is the toughest in the country.
Yes.
He started in 2009. He loves the friendly atmosphere and the encouragement you get, which is true, isn't it?
Yes.
All park runs are like that, aren't they?
Very
What do you
true.
think about this one today? Everyone's nice and friendly, aren't
Yeah, lovely and friendly.
they? Yeah, he walks now due to knee problems, but he's never last at park runs, as the tail walkers bring up the rear. He's volunteered many times to give something back. As, of course, with volunteers, park runs can't operate, can they?
No?
You've done your fair share of volunteering as well, Elliot, in the past, haven't you?
Tail walking.
So a bit of classic, that's a good one. It's a double bubble.
Double bubble.
Double bubble.
Double
Yeah,
bubble.
you get a park run credit and a volunteer credit. And of course, Tony's he's got his PB here. His PB at Galston is 34.09 and 59.30 at Great Yarmouth. So yeah, under the hour. That's a good one. He says he hopes to continue for many years to come and to encourage anyone, any age and fitness and level to join in. And all you've got to do is simply register on the Parkrun website if you're interested. It's all optional, of course. We do love that word, don't we, Elliot? Optional.
Oh, yeah. Got to have options.
Yeah, and it's a great start to the weekend, whatever the weather. Now, this could be pretty much endless chat about Parkrun, couldn't it?
It could be.
Could be endless, but we are going to head now to the final part of our podcast. Oh, I found a nice little bin to put this in, our little notes in. And at the end of the day, you can't beat a decent bin.
You can't.
So,
see you
from
back at the studio.
Yeah, Brundall Parkrun on a lovely warm Saturday morning. It's goodbye for a bit. See you in a bit. Back in the studio.
Bye for a bit.
Well, there you go. Another podcast done.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope Sean enjoyed it. Hope we all enjoyed it.
Yep, and if you are doing park runs, folks, keep on turning up, keep on clocking up those credits, those park run credits, and those volunteer credits, those ultimate milestones.
Yes. But just remember this. One Eva Smith has gone, but there are millions and millions of Eva Smiths and John Smiths still left with us, with their lives, their hopes and fears, their suffering and chance of happiness, all intertwined with our lives, with what we think and say and do. We don't live alone. We are members of one body. We are responsible for each other. And I tell you that the time will soon come when, if men will not learn that lesson, then they will be taught it in fire and blood, anguish. Good night.
Well, there you go. We can't argue with that.
That
Perfect little finish.
Might get me my 9 in English literature.
And good luck with your exams. Well, it's goodbye from me, Dave Clark. Goodbye from my assistant, Elliot.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from our special guest, Sean Dunn, aka Chip. Thanks for your guest appearance. See you next time on Everyday Life Podcast.
Tschüss.